guys. All right. Morning comes. We wake up. Griffon shakes his head, looking at the plush, beautiful bed, and he just goes, I once spoke with a torturer. He said that to make the worst pain possible, you must give them a moment of reprieve before it goes back to hell. And looks at the fucking bed again.
It was extremely comfortable.
Of course it fucking
And in
was.
fact, Getchuk, Siegfried, and Zagreus, please roll me toughness checks with plus 10.
Wait,
Siegfried,
what?
yours is base because you had minus 10 and then plus 10.
Okay.
I swear, if I get another 95.
Fortune point, come on!
10.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit.
No. Another one.
Come on.
Damn.
Yeah.
Siegfried! You now have, like, constant shivers, and you're coughing up blood onto the bed. However, it seems like it's not staying on the bed. Like, you guys cough onto the blood onto the bed, and then the blood's just not there.
I think we've
Ghost
entered
blood?
the Twilight Zone.
It's ghost blood.
What in Siglar's name is going on?
Just none of you have magic sense.
Nope. None of us know any magic.
How do you think this nice bed stays nice in the fucking sewer?
Mhm.
Why do you think he was
Magic.
charging a gold?
Mhm.
It's totally for the bed.
Totally for the bed, yes, Zach, right.
So, just as a side, are my stats affected? Or
Yes, you are now at minus 20.
oh god, I'm down to 11 toughness.
By the way, do you have any stats that are now because of minus 20 below 0?
No, my int is at 3.
Ah,
God, holding
you're
on.
having trouble thinking.
Well, yeah, that happens when you sleep.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, it almost seems like every time you cough, like, whatever thought you were having is, like, just kind of chased out of your mind. And you're having trouble pulling it back.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I'll make it. Master Siegfried. Sigmar wills it. Master Gertrog.
Griffon takes.
Yeah.
Griffon pats Rolf on the shoulder and leads him a bit away, and leads him to whisper, like, "Keep watch over the Siegfried. He looks like he might fall over at any moment. Keep him safe, okay?"
I will definitely do this. We know where the apothecary is, right?
Yes. Just
No.
in case, all right?
We just know the address. We don't know where it's at.
We have a general idea, but we don't know exactly. what it is.
You have a general idea and you have an address.
Yeah, I wanted to
Mhm.
say out of character, Griffon got an address.
Yeah.
It's just out of curiosity. What happens if my intellect does go to 0?
Coma.
You will be asleep. Like, you
Okay.
won't, like, I say you won't wake up, but it's not like not waking up because you're dead. It's just like you're just
Coma.
Essentially just coma.
yeah,
You're brain dead.
Comatose.
fever comatose kind of idea.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if my toughness goes to 0?
Bleh.
Then I'll let you take a wild guess.
Yeah.
I will say though, if your intelligence does go below 0, you will have to make a willpower check, but your willpower will be at base without the minuses.
Okay, that's good.
Incoming madness.
Yes.
Mhm.
Actually, yes.
Incoming
Oh,
Nurgle.
Nurgle. Ah, yes. You see a great pestilence in your mind.
Becoming
Yeah,
a
that would be
chaos.
corruption, not madness.
Fair point.
All right.
Let's get going.
I'll
Griffon.
give you good news out of character. This is not a Nurgle plague.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good news. The Ratmen are bad, but they tend to fuck shit up, so hopefully they fuck themselves over this time.
Yeah. Let's get going. As
Griffon nod.
Siegfried is having to rely on using his helmet as a walking.
Okay, how's your
Implement.
strength and agility?
Strength and agility is at 11 and 12 respectively.
Yep.
No, ignore me actually. 11 for strength, but 21 for agility.
Alright, so you're feeling a bit weaker, but you can still move at a normal speed.
Yeah. It's just got like permanent sort of like fog in my brain.
Yep.
Yeah. Griffon glares a little bit at the innkeeper as we leave, but doesn't say much of anything else as we leave the bar and start heading towards the gate.
You, in fact, don't see him.
Well, he gives the place a glare, just in case you happen to see him anywhere before he gets out of there. All right. We leave the inn and start heading towards the gate, hoping we'll be able to pass onwards and find that apothecary.
Alright. As you arrive at the gate, there seems to be very little people walking through for some reason. You do, however, see the gate is open and there are guards on the merchant district side.
Griffon looks a bit confused, takes a look at Siegfried.
Zachary has passed his second one. Okay.
If we try and pass if we must. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Very well. Oh boy. Griffon takes the front right now as the rest of them walks and waves at the gate guard. Greetings, we're passing through.
One says, "Good day to you." The other one kind of like squints his eyes, points at Siegfried and says, "What's wrong with him?"
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. We thought we'd get a deal on an inn, and instead we found some rat hole in the middle of nowhere, and it was too late for him to sleep. Oh man, the beds there, they were hard as stone. He hasn't gotten even 2 hours of sleep today.
I mean, I'm fine if you share it out of character.
Whoever is not infected, go through, fucking run towards the apothecary, somehow convince him to go help us out, and return with the apothecary to the rest. But that's like the desperate option.
Yeah, and leaving the sick behind. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but yeah. So yeah. Well, what do they say? I don't have the greatest like, what's it called? Persuasion.
Roll charm.
Very well. He's relying more on bravado than anything else, so let's hope it works.
Could roll somehow be able to help?
Yeah.
What will you say to help?
Say,
Like you notice that Griffon is somewhat struggling through the language as he's trying to say this. He has a big smile on his face, but the words aren't exactly coming out right.
Yeah, I do not know how to write, but I do know how to speak. So, and I also like farming. So I probably add to the story that that he drank many weird things in his life, but this was absolutely terrible, and our friend here needs to learn needs to have a better head or stronger stomach. Basically try to augment the feeling that this is just a case of very like severe case of alcohol poisoning and not a disease.
The guard looks at you too and kind of like squints his eyes and says,
Roll should be
"You stayed
fine.
at the pit, didn't you?"
Please, I've just left. I don't want to think of that place ever again.
I'll just kind of wave you guys through and just smile. Go on then.
After a bit away, Griffon smiles at the Rolf, pats him by the back, and like, hell yes. I was struggling there for a bit. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Like my hand goes through my like head, ruffle my hair.
I try.
Now we must hurry. He looks at the address and looks forward. Presumably, do I need to make a gossip check if I just show the address to someone and it's like, can you give me the location there?
That'll work.
Actually, my other question would be like, I mean, I assume this looks like a slightly better district. Do they have like the road signs or something like that?
Yes, yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't. In fact, it's rather wide main avenues. They have side streets, not back alleys, kind of thing. And they do have some back alleys, but it's not like it's like back alleys wide enough that they can get like carts and stuff down because warehouses.
Mm-hmm. Merchants.
So out of character, my idea is that before we start asking from the get-go, we should arrive like around this area because we know that this should be near the wall at Northgate. Try to see if we can spot the road's name. If not, then we start asking.
Good.
I will need a navigation roll from someone.
Oh fuck.
Alright, hold on.
Who's good at navigating?
Me.
Not me.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Hey.
Getchuck looks at the address. Can you read, Getchuck?
Yes.
Okay. Looks at the address on the paper. I mean, it's easy to find an address even if you can't read because it's symbols and stuff, right? But anyways, looks at the address, looks around, sees the street sign like a ways away, and starts walking towards it. And then is able to track down based off of house numbers and where his house and shop is.
Griffon is just in awe. You're just walking perfectly, straight towards it without knowing anything. It just gives you a small applause that we arrive.
I just look back, give him like the stink eye, and just keep walking forward.
All right. So we've arrived at the apothecary's house. How does it look, and is it open?
I, in fact, have a picture for you all. I'll just put it in Terror to Talabheim.
And the terror of Talabheim. Wait, let me.
You come across an apothecary's shop named Rusty Remedies.
Joy.
Pushed up against the wall. It is a squat building covered in ivy and Sabine roses. Does anyone have academic knowledge of theology?
I do.
Nope.
You know that the Sabine rose is one of Shalia's flowers, a white rose with light red veins, and supposedly carries the favor of the goddess. The shop also has a large round stained glass window in the front. There is a near continuous stream of customers into and out of the shop. You will have to get in line if you want to go in.
How long is
How
the
long
line?
is the line?
It's relatively short.
All right.
Probably 20 minutes or so.
That's
Well,
perfectly reasonable. Let's get in line. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the name of the apothecary? Doppler... something?
Doppler.
Dobla.
Ulvis Dobler.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure someone did hear his full name out of our
Yes.
characters.
Definitely.
Well,
Ulfas Doubler.
Oof. Mm-hmm. All right. So, we put ourselves in a line. It might be terrible, might be cruel, but it's probably not the end of the world standing in a line to another apothecary.
towards about 10 minutes, and you guys are actually sitting in a small sitting room and just inside the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And then, eventually a healthy middle-aged man walks up to you all, asks
Mm-hmm.
if you're all together or visiting separately.
Together. Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he just kind of waves you all in and heads back to his study. Doppler himself is a robust man in his late 40s. He's swift to laugh and poke fun at himself with bright blue eyes that often seem a little too wide, as if he were perpetually surprised. And as he sits in his chair in his study, he pulls out a long-stemmed pipe and starts smoking.
Taste
Uh,
or not?
yes, we're told here, we're informed that's the word to come here by Captain your house. And we could use some help, but
He'll hold up his hand real quick, like hold up a finger to like wait. Gets
okay.
up and leaves the study. And you hear him not like yelling at, but yelling to be heard at the other patients and customers in his house to leave and come back in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like is pushing them out no matter how much they complain.
Mm-hmm. No, right?
He comes back in to sit down, and he looks at you, Rolf, and says, "Do you know that the captain is dead?"
Yes, we do. We heard from, let's just call him the smuggler, that he shot himself after the news.
Just kind of nods. Ah, him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a unofficial worker of the town. Gets people in and out of the city that they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you? This will sound weird, but do you know about the rats, sir?
Kind of raise an eyebrow. The rats?
Our unofficial worker mentioned a sort of rat-like race known that he called the Skaven. Similar to the Beastmen in their ferocity and hatred for all things civilized, but more cunning, more prone to plans and schemes.
If you didn't know, I'm no offense, but I'm not sure we are supposed to
Ah.
tell. Um.
No, I know the Skaven.
Oh, that's good.
What makes you think they're involved?
Well,
Or them.
The captains of
They are
this whole thing, the
the
rat.
blind ones that attacked us.
Yes, as the elf said. Mm.
we've seen grown rats as small as big as dogs tear a full man apart and drag him into an alleyway not to be seen again.
And there was
Nods
a
that and says,
We were attacked in the tunnels. Rats on 2 feet, like people.
and there was an apothecary
you'll just
working.
kind of like look at Siegfried and look actually like kind of shocked and like hand something over to you. This will help, lad.
No doubt that
Siegfried goes to take whatever it is that he's been handed.
At this point, they can.
It's effectively like a stimulant, like steroids. Yeah,
Okay.
like you feel better. You're not better. You feel better. So like while it's active, you are back to the -10, but
Sure.
it's like you were not better. You just feel slightly better.
Suddenly easier to think, easier to move, and you feel alive again.
Much appreciated. I don't think
He
I have
looks back
much.
to Rolf and says, "Another apothecary, you say?"
Yes,
Indeed.
that's important. There was one working on a cure, Griffon, was it? A cure, yes. But he was killed.
Indeed. Griffon reaches into his bag and starts pulling out some notes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Takes the notes and looks over them. This is Gothard's hand. You say he was murdered.
Indeed.
Well,
You found a
unless
strange weapon, a poisoned weapon upon his corpse.
May I dare ask, do you have it with you?
I turn to look at Siegfried.
The what? Sorry.
Did you take the weapon with you?
Yeah. What, the little shuriken thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Siegfried pulls out of like. It's probably wrapped up in like a cloth because you know poison related.
He'll carefully take it and look at it, and do like a test noise. Ashen, put it off to the side.
Ashen.
The Haven's assassins. The vermin have tried this before, many times in fact. The history of our empire is rife with plagues that come unexpectedly and weaken us at the worst possible time. Fear the rat folk have set their sights on Talabheim. Falls silent for a moment and looks around at you all. You have all slipped on the Talabastion, haven't you? No, don't answer. I'd be obliged to report you to the dog faces. He laughs a bit. What do you wish of me? I will help as much as I am able.
Help our friends, and also, Griffon, did you have the sample of a cure, maybe, or something like that?
Yes, indeed, Rob. Yes. Griffon, when we were searching through looking through the dead apothecary's room, we found three things. A sample, he said he found from the river, where I think the disease is coming from. And also, I forgot what the metal thing was, but anyway, and supposedly, he pulls out the little bottle with the tiny remains. He supposedly found a cure.
If you are able to manufacture this and distribute it amongst the people, us being among them.
I'll have to check it first. I do have something that could at least aid you in fighting off the symptoms. It won't be a cure, but it will keep you alive.
Although, as a priest of Mo, I do not shun away from death. There is much work that still needs to be done.
Oh,
I still have my duty to adhere to.
Mr. Apothecary, sir,
Your
those...
duty will help no one if you're dead.
Looks like I'm not doing too well from this disease, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Lariat time.
God, I hated that part of the game.
Yes, I also absolutely. This was garbage. Anyways,
those Ashen assassins, do they usually have grey fur, or
and Rolf looks concerned when he asks that.
He just kind of shrugs and says, "Never seen one, and hopefully never will."
Yes, that's probably worth noting that there seems to be a grey-furred Skaven following us. The smuggler friend mentioned that probably the Skaven are pursuing us, if I understood him right.
No, Rolf. He said that was probably a rat, but likely one of their spies, nonetheless.
Just kind of look
Okay.
at Rolf, look at the rest of the party, and he'll hand a couple pills and a little cup of water over to Rolf. Like, this might help.
Okay. Rolf, do you take them?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I trust this guy. He knows what he's doing. So, should I take them now or?
One now, the other one when the effects start wearing off again, and hopefully by that point you've been able to think things through a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I take it.
No.
Rolf, you feel great.
Oh my god.
Did he give me a drug?
Yes.
not like medicine, but actually, like happy pill.
Yes. Like you feel like you can take on the world, and like Grey Rat, Skaven, whatever. Next time it shows up, yeah, you could kick its ass.
Need to grab a drink for a back.
One just sees the transformation in Rolf, stares at the doctor. What did you give him?
It's a supplement that helps the delirious.
Yes, life has many doors, Sigmar boy.
We see like Rolf, who's probably like walking in a slump all this time, like stretch himself out and look at the world straight.
Are you the son of a shepherd?
Like, Rolf, you've been a peasant. Your life has been shit. But you know what? Everything's going to be better.
Oh
Of course it will be better for
Sigmar.
No, I
Kind of
can't.
like says, well, that was a bit stronger. Make sure you cut the next one in half first. Take half a dose.
I'm not sure he should be taking any of this, but I suppose we'll let him have this little happiness when it lasts. Nonetheless, as of right now... wait. As of right now, we're trying to help with this plague or cure or maybe just killing some ratmen. Do you have any idea how we could help right now? As well, our last lead was to go to you.
I will work on this.
Mm-hmm.
The merch district is guarded well. I mean, honestly, you should find a... Where are you staying?
He like opens his mouth to say the bit. Sorry, we're currently not staying anywhere. We came here without resting. Yes.
He pulls also like asks if you have any scrap paper.
Griffon pulls out a complete paper, rips part of it off, and hands it to him.
He just kind of like mutters something about such a waste as you do that. Just like for fresh paper.
Come back.
Like understands that that's how like scrap paper comes to be, but
yeah,
it's such a waste to waste a fresh piece of paper like that.
No, don't worry. And this was for a scrapbook anyway.
Like, writes down an address and signs his name on the back of it, hands it back to you. Here's an address to a tavern. It's decent, and if you tell them I sent you, they won't ask too many questions.
Wonderful, and thank you very much for your service.
You will still have to pay, but
yeah,
they at least won't report you to the guard.
Thank you very much. I don't want to go back to the place we didn't stay at.
Right. Payment. I usually don't worry about this sort of thing, but
No, you don't have to pay me. You will have to pay the inn.
Yeah, I mostly looking at the rest of the party like, you know that we have some coin left, but I don't think that
Now, I will
much.
say, to clarify, they won't ask any questions that would lead to him reporting you to the guard. If he learns that you've illegally entered the city, he will have to.
Oh dear. In which case, we'll keep our mouth
Just
shut.
like, of course you guys did it, or else I would have to report you.
Oh no, not.
No, of course not. We've been doing work for
In
God.
other words, shut up and stop giving too much information.
He just kind of nods at the elf.
Mm-hmm.
And see one from Athelorn here. Are there others
You
of your
recognize me with
kind?
my hood up. With some sharp eyes.
That's kind of shrugs. Are there compatriots bound?
Not that we know of.
He's asking the elf.
Are my what?
Are his compatriots bound?
Friends and the like.
Not
Comrades?
here. Not here.
Such a shame. They'd be, if it truly is Skaven, they would be useful in the fight that is to come.
We're searching for Mortar. That is why I'm here. They might lead me to them. Or at least a clue. That's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Also, Griffon speaks up. It might be a bit off topic, but do you happen to know of a merchant named Werner Hildebrand, or the Hildebrand family? I know it's a bit a long shot, but friendly faces seem to be hard to find lately.
I think they've recently hired quite a lot of guard and locked down their house. For some reason.
Things are dangerous, so well.
That is a very good reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure they'll see me.
Out of character. I'm saying this out of character. Did anyone mention the rat with the frickin' symbol over its eye to the guy? He might know something.
Oh,
Rolf
yeah,
did, but he was kind of crazy about it. Then he gave him some feel-good drugs.
And now Rolf is high as a kite.
I did.
That's yeah.
Mind you, Rolf is kind of being driven a bit delirious because of it, so, you know.
Yeah, it's haunting him. Even his dreams, he's not free of the rat.
Someone else mentions it, it's like, oh, that was real. Yes. Well, it'll still help him.
All right. I'm gonna have to. All right. Well, thank you for the help. He hands back the scrap paper. Right? Could you write the address on the back side? And I'll take a look when we're not getting chased by rats.
Yeah, he's written the address and also just signed it on the back, so you can show that as well.
That's good. I meant the merchant family.
Oh. He will.
Wonderful. Now, actually, yeah. Out of character, what do we do now? We're kind of an awkward spot, aren't we? So, out of character, we had the quest to go here and talk to this guy, and now we're in the city, but we don't have any leads, do we?
I mean, out of character and meta-wise, I imagine something will happen or we'll come across that one of the work opportunities, because that's what I meant by we gonna need coin to pay for, the inn, that we need to find some work. And I guess being a militiaman, you get a wage.
I mean, I suppose we can do that, but I don't think that was what he meant with the coin. I think he just meant that, it's not free. But yeah, well, I suppose we just gotta continue. Anyway.
Yeah, we know that the Magister is probably here in the district, but we already technically got full payment from
No, we did.
from the job. What else was there? What else was there? Trying to recall. Yeah, for now I'm coming up blank, besides... the general idea of like... probably settle down and maybe look for some job opportunities. Because I'm not sure how we can find a main plot on our own, to be honest.
Well, perhaps you should sleep on it.
Perhaps.
One second, I'm gonna grab some water.
I might just, drop in on you.
There's...
So where's the nearest inn? Never mind.
Yeah, when in doubt, drop ninjas. And so far we have like freaking Eshi ninjas. Yeah, I mean, we have an address to the inn, and yeah, can probably settle down there. Say that we were sent by Ulfas Daubler. They won't ask too many questions. They won't report us to the guard. But then we'll see.
They won't report you to the guard if
If we
the
don't,
questions.
if we don't, act too suspiciously. So definitely do not, especially those who are sick, do not try to make gossip checks in the tavern. Because that's not gonna go well.
Hello again.
Hello.
Ooh.
So you guys go to the tavern.
Hmm.
What do you do?
Well,
I'm assuming you go to the tavern.
we go to the tavern. We introduce ourselves as being an associate of that fellow, and ask for an inn to stay for a couple of days. If they ask why, we say we're helping him out with a couple of things.
I'll just say you'll just ask how many rooms.
So it's free to stay there, or what do you mean? Sorry.
How many rooms?
Oh yes, how many rooms?
It's not free. How many rooms do you want?
Oh yes, also my bad. Texan looks at everyone else. How much per room? Per night, of course. Mm-hmm.
Depends on the room.
Not your finest, not your worst. Just about the average.
Sent you to where's that? Oh, it's way over there. So no, it wouldn't be that in. 15 isn't in, but that's too far away from this house for this. So It is just an inn.
Yep. So yeah.
Also, we don't have to go for each room per person. We can group huddle up.
Yep, that's what I'm checking. What's the
We just have all the sick people huddle up in one room,
or
and the non-sick huddle up in the other.
Best room would be 1 gold a night. I have a few doubles, and we can pull it a cot or 2. Or if you really want, and those go for 5 silver a night.
Would the best room be large enough to fit all of us? Would there be beds for everyone?
Yes. Well, we'd have to pull in cots, but yeah.
Well, Griffon looks at the rest. My pockets are a little bit empty after the last one. Are you all ready to pay up?
No, I'll pay for this.
He'll nod and get some of the laborers to go grab some cots. Actually, no. He'll probably just go get them himself after he takes it. He'll take a room key and start leading you guys, like walking up the stairs, motioning you guys to follow.
Mm-hmm. We follow.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, you guys can stay after you pay. You guys can stay as long as you want while the city's closed.
Good.
It's not like I'll be getting much other business.
Say wonderful, but that would be not the right words for this. Rather, thank you. Mm.
And he just kind of says, I'll let you work out who gets what bed, as he basically takes you to the top floor. There's only like one door.
I see.
And he unlocks the door, opens it, and hands the key over to Siegfried, who paid for it.
Yep. Siegfried gets it.
I have 7 gold crowns left.
Actually got a fair bit.
He gives you all a nod and says,
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring up the extra cot.
Wonderful.
That's
Thank
appreciated.
Oh.
If you need
Meanwhile,
it.
Pedro only has like acorns in his pocket.
Yes. So you guys go in, and there is one rather nice looking bed. Like it's got like the 4 pillars and like the curtains and that kind of stuff. There's 2 side doors.
Push them open, see what's inside. I know,
The
but
first one
Hmm?
is what looks like a servant's room with 4 beds just kind of like shoved into it and some space to put things.
Mm-hmm.
Like half closet, half servant's room. The other one is a rather nice bathroom with a tub. Surprisingly, there's also a water pump in the room.
Ooh. Well, I'll be damned. Almost like I'm back in the Guaduchi Estates. Well, not quite as nicely, but still.
This might just be about the nicest place I've ever been into.
Well, I'd fight you for it, but well, let the sick people have the good beds.
Are you jumping into the big fancy bed?
Yep.
That's literally what it is, isn't it?
Roll me weapon skill.
Weapon skill. What are you
Alright.
doing to that bed, you bastard?
This is rolling to see if he's good enough with the pickaxe to not damage the bed, and in fact, he is.
Oh my god. What a scab.
Imagine how much it would cost if you damaged the bed.
Yeah.
I'll just blame it on Rolf.
Wow. Throwing to the dogs. Alright. Well. Griffon just takes a look at the room. Well, since we have some sick people here, I suppose we should just take a couple of days off and rest. I have a man I need to meet in the city, but, well, yeah.
I
Do
need
we have
to.
anything else to do?
I need to report into the local church of Moor.
I would report into a superior officer, but I think the chain of command is slightly fucked on my end.
Mm-hmm.
What of you, Elf? You have. Oh.
Let me see.
Fortunately, I have very little idea of what happened to my
As a
detachment.
matter of fact, yes, you do hear a knock at the door.
Your father walks up, says his shoulders a little bit, and opens it.
It is the innkeeper with a cot, kind of like a folding bed.
Wonderful. Put them down here.
Yep. Wheels it in and folds it out for you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Beautiful place. Be sure to enjoy it.
I may ask.
Please do use the bath. He gives you a nod and heads back down.
We will.
Never been so insulted by something I agree with.
I may need to try and find out what happened to the detachment I was with from Reichland. See what's happened to them.
My character just now pretty much says, "No, already had bath 6 months ago. Not time."
And get in contact with them. They might be able to.
My God, if you had a bath 6 months ago, what the hell does your beard look like? Just tangled mess.
At least I have a worthy beard.
He's
How very dwarf of you.
It's like, my God, sir, what's wrong with your beard?
You'd need a woodcutter's axe to make any sense of that one.
Gives you an address of a good dwarven barber. And by barber, we mean like hairstylist, beard stylist.
If we end up visiting the dwarf barber and he just takes one look at Getrog and gets his book.
He's got you just see his 2 books on his on his desk. One for business and one for grudges. And in fact, I say barber, but he in fact does not have any cutting implements. Like the most cutting implement he has is an axe, and that's for self-defense.
Self-defense.
And for shaving.
Then somebody like Getrog walks in, with his kind of beard.
But like,
I just sit there in the corner, brushing my hair.
Like combs, oils, like he's got everything to make the beard look magnificent.
But not cut it, because that is blasphemy.
Yep. I've even heard of some hair growth formula.
So yeah.
Yes. Are you guys planning to do anything for the next roughly day and a half till? You estimate it'd probably be about day and a half, 2 days till the sickness has either taken your companions or left them alive.
Saggers will visit the Church of Moor.
I'd probably say we're better off waiting, considering all the people that know there's sick people walking around the city.
Yeah, it's probably better to wait until we either die or we're better.
I will say, Zagreus, you are one of the ones that's sick.
Yes.
Once
I'll do my thing, sulking in shadows, seeing if I hear any good information.
Roll gossip. This is just gossip or gossip or perception in your case, since you're just kind of listening in.
Yeah, I'm not talking to people, just listening.
Works.
Seeing if I hear anything, find anything, see what's going on, ins and outs of the cities, avoiding engaging people.
Yeah, sitting on a rooftop and staring at people.
I am the
I don't see
Batman.
him sitting on the rooftop. Because I am ninja like that.
You're Batman.
Yes! With a bow and arrow. And I do kill.
So in other words, you're the shitty Batman, also known as Green Arrow.
No, I think more Red Hood because, I don't think about life. It's all meaningless.
But yeah, I think we're probably better off waiting until we're either feeling better or dead. So
You mean you being dead?
yeah, I'm only including that option for myself. I'll be entirely honest. Because first I'll go into a coma and I'll probably suffer a madness, and then I'll just die of the fever.
Let's believe in our boy.
I don't believe in this.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Well.
So,
Okay.
Kadra,
Mhm.
let's see. You hear that within the last week or two, squads of dog faces have removed or suppressed a fairly sizable number of doom-wailing fanatics on the streets of Talabheim, and there's a fair amount of concern over recent events.
Who? Sorry.
I think we
Dog
might have had a
faces.
hand in that.
Dog faces are the guards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we might have contributed to that one. Oops.
So this is inside the city itself, not just in Talagad.
Oh, so there's more of that happening.
Not quite flagellant fanatic running around burning stuff, just people like saying doom has arrived, we're all going to die kind of stuff.
No gods.
Doomsayers, basically.
Oh,
Yep.
cultists.
No, like people in a locked down city in a plague saying everyone's going to die.
Yeah, they're not exactly praying to the chaos gods, but they're
Yeah.
they're basically just saying we're fucked,
Close
boys.
enough.
Yeah.
Wow, just shooting random dudes. Man, life's over. We're all gonna die. Random elf shows up and shoots you in the face.
To be fair, it is a completely logical reaction to a plague. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the Black Death. People freak the fuck out, and rightfully so.
Yes. So if
I
you
mean,
guys are
they
just
killed
kind of
what, 1/3 of Europe?
a third to a half. We don't have exact numbers. For
There were
kind
a couple of villages that were completely wiped out.
like I said, like the people that would have done the exact numbers probably also died.
Probably.
Mhm. Mhm.
In fact, the Black Death is almost what pushed for the end of feudalism and pushing the Industrial Revolution kind of thing, because there weren't enough people to farm.
Yep.
Everyone was
Yeah.
dead.
Mhm. And
They're
suddenly
like,
workers
well,
got better
fuck, how
pay.
do we plow this field now that everyone's dead?
Yeah, suddenly workers got better pay, and the people who paid them didn't want to pay them, so they tried finding other methods.
Keep breathing
Yes.
into the mic.
That's also the reason I think why the Roman Empire didn't really get steam engines. Like, why bother with steam when you can just use a slave for everything?
Because they have steam power. That just is cheaper to use slaves.
Exactly.
Yep.
So never really came anything out of it except children's toys.
Jokes on them. They should have done as the British Empire and used both. Ugh.
Ah, yes.
Or, because, Sigmar wills it.
Anyways, so if you guys are just kind of, for the most part, just resting for the next couple days,
Yep. I'm gonna let them rest out before we do anything.
I would need 2 toughness checks. And yes, you can reroll both of them because you will have the fortune points from Getchok, Siegfried, and Zacharias.
Here we go, boys.
Any bonuses?
Siegfried,
What's my
your
modifier?
first one is at -10.
Okay. 21. I've got a 1 in 5 chance.
Hey.
I think that's my first successful roll this session.
All right. So
Siegfried, your second one is at -20.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Because the disease didn't get worse and the stimulant ran out.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Actually, wait. He gave you some stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
You still have it at -10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need to re-roll this one. Ah,
Close.
The disease gets worse.
Any bonuses for staying in at a really good place and getting a bunch of food and stuff?
He's not getting minuses.
Yeah, makes sense.
While he's still alive on the second day, Siegfried doesn't wake up.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like comatose in bed.
Wait, just quickly, sorry, just go back. What was that about the not minuses, sorry? Or is that with the still -10 included?
They're like, you guys are staying in a nice place and having like decent access to food, and so you're not getting any farther minuses to.
Oh, okay, any
checks.
further minuses? Fuck. Shit.
Well.
Getchuck, please give me yours.
Alright. Ruh-roh.
Second one's at -10. Well, unless you're gonna reroll it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a fate point.
Alright.
Ruh-roh.
Your second one is at -10.
Alright. Haha!
Yeah, there you go. And Zagreus. I need 2 from you.
Any modifiers?
Currently, no.
One more.
One
more.
more.
There we go.
They call hacks.
So,
Sorry, go on.
on the dawn of the third day, everyone wakes up.
Oh. He made it.
Zagreus, Getchuck, and Siegfried. You are perfectly healthy, all but for one exception.
We're dead.
The gray splotches on your neck are now white scars.
Ah. The price for surviving.
Oh no, they're Mongolian.
Was
Stupid
that
Mongolian, tear down the shitty wall.
was that only Siegfried? Or was everyone?
Oh, that was all 3 of them.
Okay. So all those who survived now have white scars on your neck for surviving the disease. Mm-hmm. The prize.
Yes, like,
Badge of honor.
That's your your vaccine card.
no
Okay.
minuses. You're perfectly healthy.
Yeah, so just to go through the timeline there. First day, everyone's still awake. Second day, Siegfried doesn't wake up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third day, okay, cool.
Yep. Third day, disease is over, everyone's awake.
Ugh.
You just barely made it. Had you had 2 less toughness, you would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I had 1 less toughness, I would have died. My toughness is
Yeah, human
31.
bird lived.
Literally
That's
one
exciting.
toughness.
This is the equivalent of 1 HP in a dream.
I was
Not even
here.
close, baby.
As well,
Excuse me while I bowl over in excitement.
Mm-hmm.
you guys hear yelling outside in the streets. Do you open the window to hear?
Of course.
Yes.
Hear town criers likely saying the same thing throughout the city. The one closest to you can actually hear. The Duchess Elise, with the full and unanimous support of the Parliament of Talabheim, has declared that all able-bodied men are to offer their services to the City Watch, effective immediately.
So they know that the rats are coming.
Oh boy. And Griffon is like, oh fuck, oh shit, I should have gone to that merchant. Oh fuck.
Everyone that does not join will be tossed out onto the streets of Talagad. Which, if
Oh, for
you
the love of grass.
if you hear some of the rumors that Cager heard, common rumor now holds that Talagad has gone cannibalistic.
Oh God.
All inns are required to submit the number and type of guests they have, and anyone harboring able-bodied men from their civic duty to Talabheim will be harshly dealt with.
Well, guess I got no other choice.
Knock knock, Pot's here.
You slept in, motherfucker. Plot's coming for you.
As the elves has already left.
It's like, I am no man, I'm a dwarf.
Unfortunately, I don't think she gives a shit.
Mostly right now,
You
we're
know,
all.
Dwarf is saying you have nothing between your legs, that you really do just sprout from the ground. You're more like orcs than you think.
I feel like you really want to get that footnote in the Book of Grudges, don't you?
Says, I'm a dwarf, not a man. They just like look at you. Bring in the catapult.
Yep.
Hands you a parachute.
Oh, they are so nice to give him a parachute.
I think it's probably just a
They're
blind.
not murderers.
Well, I suppose.
In
Hey, my
character.
character's supposed to be an arrogant asshole.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think half of you are arrogant assholes, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I have an excuse for it. I'm an elf.
I mean, to be fair, it's a trait shared between both dwarves and elves. It's a wonder they don't like each other.
Well, small surprise.
It's almost as if living for hundreds of years makes you fucking arrogant.
Not to mention what the race of man has done to, elves and dwarves.
That's why I said half are off.
Mhm.
Now think about it. Half the party's human.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
No, more than half, because we don't consider I don't consider Griffon to be a dwarf.
Wow. Not at all.
Damn,
not
it's
human.
so fly.
I mean that's a fair point, but I mean, we have to classify him as a dwarf because of height restrictions.
Height restrictions. I see.
I mean,
No, he's
Call
just a
the
small
halfling.
human.
He's got his own little book of petty thoughts as well.
I mean,
Yeah, but when you see the difference between halflings and dwarves is that halflings are just fat. All credit to Griffon, he's quite.
that and they're thieves.
Yeah.
If you ask the common folk.
No,
I mean,
yes.
to be fair, that's not a lot different from what we consider stallions to be like. So,
Mm-hmm.
You're talking the half folk. You mean the half folk who clear a whole forest to feed their ravening hunger?
No, yes. You mean ogres? Mm-hmm.
I really love how Warhammer has the Shire, and it is not a shitty place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, beastmen show up and get fucked by halfling slingers. And then they
Yeah.
go back to being peaceful, Shire folk.
Well, let's see. The halfling sling rules are like, it's really short range, but it's like -2, because it's +1 strength, -1 AP, I think, in the rules. So yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Like, bad things show up to the Shire. The halflings, get out their slings and fuck it up. Then go back to farming.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Not
having
just that,
parties
it's
and
swarms
stuff.
of them too.
Yes. Just imagine, Lord of the Rings, the Shire, except when, Mordor comes knocking, Mordor gets fucked.
Mm-hmm. So just to be sure, this is where we end today. Hmm.
If we wish.
Hang on.
Keep continuing.
Pull up the halfling rules.
Yeah, I need to go to work in less than an hour, so.
That
Sigma.
works.
Yeah,
That's great
halfling
stuff.
rules.
Well,
I
shit.
have them here.
Now Griffon gets to pay the price for taking care of his comrades instead of running off on his own thing. God damn it. Mm.
We need militiamen. I was like, oh boy, we're back to doing what I did before.
Mhm.
So,
It's like, oh, Imperial soldier. Talabheim guard.
halfling slinger is 5 points apiece. They
What is
gotta
it?
come equipped with a sling that has an 18-inch maximum range, +1 strength, -1 armor. Or armor piercing.
Wait, what? Wait. So I need to quickly go back to the other part. What, 18 inches is the range for a sling?
Yes.
That would
Slightly
think
longer
that-
than a pistol.
no, that sounds funny, but like, I think that's like 18
Longbows are
yards.
36-inch range, and they have
Yeah.
the longest range of any weapon in the
Yeah.
game.
I was gonna say, if I recall, I think it's inch to yard roughly.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure that the game measures movement and range like yards as opposed to as opposed to inches.
If you look at the base figure, the base is about an inch. So
Ah, okay. But yeah,
18 inches with -2 to armor is at 5 points apiece. You can field a lot of them and do a lot of damage.
that's a lot of damage.
But then again, they are toughness too, so they're stupid easy to kill.
What, halflings?
Yes.
Yeah, Halfling gets the worst
They have the
stat.
toughness of goblins.
For some reason, Halflings get like completely shafted in the system and have the worst stat of all of them.
That's because halflings aren't people.
Wow, nice war.
Damn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Damn, Daniel.
Because I'm a Sigma.
Wait, are we done?
I think so.
Damn.
Yeah, we're now signing up with the militia next session.
Going at
Much-
this
I was
exciting.
disappointed.
Much to the chagrin of, I'm sure, half of the party here.
Griffon is just here on a quest, like, holy shit, he's not gonna.
My character's like, oh, we're killing cannibalistic humans, so we're killing more roaches. Got it.
Oh dear.
Matt asked about
And one could make a more
experience
apt
roll 20.
comparison.
200. Have your advancements.
Yay!
Woohoo!
I will be perfectly
200,
fine
so-
with 150, but I am also gonna take 200.
Honestly,
I'm saving up for that 250 I can give you guys.
Okay.
he's edging us.
How much did you give us, Zach?
200.
200, okay. You're just like, no, this 50 is gonna be here at the end of the game, and we're gonna be able to do nothing about it.
Honestly,
I'm waiting for something important to happen.
I mean, understandable. I'm just memeing.
I'm so glad that I succeeded that first roll, because if I'd failed that first roll, Siegfried would be dead.
That it would.
Diseases. Da, da, da.
The one toughness in a dream.
What is the dream? Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, it would have been.
You have the ones here, but
Technically, it was my Intim Fellowship, which went down to 0. So.
Mm-hmm.
fellowship just means that you're an ass. I mean, what?
I am making the excuse that Griffon is not from here and doesn't know the customs or anything for him having 21 fellowship.
I've got a wound.
I need 2 more wounds and 1 strength. Then I
I've
can
got-
advance.
I've got another wound, and I've got what have I got? I've got 1 more agility and 2 ballistic skills.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do there? I could start going into the talents, really, because there's a few talents that I need.
I'm so sad. Had I 1 more toughness, I would have 50. Mm-hmm. Then I'd be +1 defense for free. Mm-hmm. Yeah, quite enjoying this rampage through disease-infested lands, getting drafted without our consent. Gameplay.
Yeah, I still need to get the. What do I need? I need better armor for eye
Something
tracking.
skulls and shackles. You've been drafted.
Something skulls and shackles, yes.
I'm going to grab an extra agility advancement and an extra wound.
Yeah, that's all I need is like 2 wounds, and I can go to my next career. Yay!
I need